listen, a partnership that I was really, really adamant had to happen with this show. And this is a wonderful company that I have known for this man I have known for many, many years. And it's a wonderful, wonderful company. It's a deodorant balm. I know, wacky, but bear with us. We're going to talk about it now. Guys, please, round of applause for Andy Coxon!
Yeah.
Woo! Hi, darling!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really good, how are you?
Frantically checking my notes, dear, frantically.
This is incredible.
Thank
Can
you.
I just say, this is absolutely phenomenal. It's blown
Thanks.
my mind.
Thank you.
You've nailed it.
It's definitely, can we
Health and
social...
safety first. Look at the labels.
The labels and everything. I've done everything I can.
Distancing. You are nailing it. I'm having a lovely
Thanks,
time.
babe. Thank you. Gosh, I'm shaking like a leaf, but that's okay. Okay, so darling,
Yes.
lockdown first.
Yeah.
How's it been? What have you been doing?
Do you know what? It's been all right for me. I've been quite lucky with this, which we'll get onto in a moment. But obviously, it's had its ups and downs. A couple of days where it's just literally, what is happening? The world is burning.
Yeah.
What do we do? Bad news left, right, and centre from
Yeah, it's been
friends
hard.
and companies. But do you know what? Actors are the most resilient people. For you to have built this as well, like everyone is
Boredom.
pulling together, teaching, doing their own magic,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about, isn't it? Everyone's making their own magic.
You were doing a show when we all closed down, weren't you, up in Manchester?
Yeah.
West Side Story, which you've done before.
Yes. Last week.
How far were you into the process?
Day two.
Day two, lovely.
Day two.
Nothing like closing a show on day two of rehearsals.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. I mean, I was in the gym at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I wasn't needed.
Lovely.
Got a call, Andy, come back to the studio now. The day before, things had already been closed, so I knew immediately what it was going to be. Everyone had already been working on a few bits, day 1 and 2, so we decided to come together, sing somewhere.
Beautiful.
As a company. We had the entire building.
I've seen a clip of this,
the Royal
I think.
Exchange, and it was the single most emotional moment of my career. The entire building just going, what's happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? No one knew any answers.
Yeah.
At that point, the government hadn't shut us down.
Right.
It was that moment of stay away from theatres.
Yes.
There wasn't
So there wasn't the lockdown.
So everyone was like, oh my God. And the Royal Exchange is the most incredible place I've ever worked.
Yeah.
For them to be in that place was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And luckily, we've been told it's being rescheduled.
Always got to have a mic.
Not on.
First technical
Echo.
mishap. You've got reverb now.
Reverb. So, Exchange, the most amazing place I've ever worked. They've handled it so well, but they're a charity.
Yeah.
And everything just cut for them.
Yeah.
Stopped. Everything just stopped. We've talked about it being rescheduled. We don't know when. We don't know how. But the plan is to reschedule it.
Absolutely.
So, fingers crossed. Everyone that's got tickets, I'm sure you've been contacted, but it's happening.
Let's get on to the product of this absolute dreamboat, right? Now, listen, I got told about Akt ages ago because you sent me a little tester pot, like I'm saying 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's grown since then, guys.
Oh, my.
Talk to me about it. It's my favourite product ever.
So, Ed Curry, my business partner, and I started this about 3 years ago. Had a different name then, Pitt, P-I-T-T, as in Brad Pitt.
I loved it.
There's no link, unfortunately. And Ed made this formula, and I was like, well, let's make it into a business. It was the most incredible thing I'd tried as a deodorant. Being in the West End and performing, you need something that stops you sweating and smelling. Your costumes you wear every night, they stink, no matter how many times you wash them. And we wanted something that worked, and it just happened to be this natural formula. We didn't set out to make a natural deodorant. We made a deodorant that worked, that happened to be natural. So this came about. When it was Pitt, what we did was probably the most clever marketing ploy we could have done was to give samples to every single West End member. On one day, we went and delivered them to every theatre. There was about 800 samples went out, and we were doing a Kickstarter campaign. So we aligned it up. We did about 4 months' work to this one day to say, guys, post about it, talk about it, try it. If you love it, tell everyone. Everyone loved it. It went crazy. Day one, we smashed our Kickstarter target. Within 30 days, we'd raised £45,000 to be able to launch this. And obviously, we had some mentorship along the way. I think a stagey story is we were at the Royal Shakespeare Company watching a friend of mine in a play, and Caroline Quentin was in the play.
Oh.
And Caroline's husband is a cosmetic formulator. So, yeah, we got in touch with Sam. Sam put us in touch with another mentor. That mentor got us to this point of the Kickstarter. And then first week of West Side Story last year, we got landed a lawyer's letter from another company saying, you've got our name. We did the Kickstarter campaign in order to do all of this legality stuff.
Yes.
So we rebranded, we took a break for a moment, and we made Akt.
Amazing.
Much more in line with theatre. You know, the whole...
Let me help you.
Thank you. The branding company helped us elevate this. Just rip it out.
It's very, very good part.
There we go. So it's a balm. You apply it like a moisturiser. It soaks in immediately, and it literally lasts all day long. All day long. And it's plastic-free. Completely plastic-free. Vegan, cruelty-free.
This is my favourite part. I'm someone that's massive about things being really good for the environment. This is completely it. It's really easy to use, guys. Like, honestly, it's an amazing product. Please support it if you can.
Yeah.
What are the 3 fragrances? Tell me those before we leave.
So you've got Orange Grove, After Thunder, and The Onsen. Everything is explained like a script. So you've got scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. The whole display of the packaging is based on old musical theatre signs and the theatres. So there's so much to say. There's so much to say. Go on to actlondon.com. If you sign up, you'll get 15% off your first order. If you refer a friend, you and them will get 50% off your next order. I'm looking after you, all right?
I'm looking after
Stay in touch. Stay in touch. @act_LDN. Follow everything. It's all happening. We launch in Selfridges next month. There's so much to say. We're in Vogue next month. It's gone mental. I've got a team. I run advisory boards. It's become full time. And without Corona, I don't think I'd have got it to this point, to be honest.
Yep.
So I'm quite grateful for the break. Like I say, actors make our own magic, and you find what you have to do to make money.
You have. Yeah.
And thank you for having me on,
It's
Alice.
it's an amazing product. So thank you so much for being here. But ladies and gentlemen, Andy Coxon.
Thank you. I really enjoyed this concert.
Okay, darling. Yeah, thank you.
So
yeah,
much.
lucky thing you
Shall I
finished
stay
now.
here or shall I move
No,
on?
go over there. Because I'm going to introduce my next garden guest. This is Jodie Steele. Hi, Jodie.